Welcome to Anyone Can Learn to Code. In previous episodes, we learned about how to create our own class and instance methods for that class. We also learned that every instance method returns something. That is, when the method is called, it returns a return value at the end. Let's demonstrate this again using a new class, which will be a dog class. That is, we are going to create a dog factory that will produce instances of a dog. So there is our dog class, and let's give it 3 instance methods. We'll give it a method called name, and it will return the dog's name. Let's call the dog Fido. That's pretty original. Let us have a breed method that will return Dalmatian.
Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
And an age method that will return the age of the dog, which I decided randomly will be 3. So this dog class is a dog factory that will produce a very specific kind of dog. It will create a 3-year-old Dalmatian called Fido. Let's test drive this class in IRB. So let's load up IRB and load in this file. And we will create a new dog instance. So here we have a lowercase d dog, that is the name of our variable. And we are telling the dog class on the right side of the equal sign to create a new instance of a dog. And then we take that instance of a dog and store it in this variable called dog with a lowercase d. So if we call the name method on dog, we'll see that it returns Fido, or more accurately, the string Fido. In IRB, this arrow points to the return value, that is, whatever object the method returns. If we call the breed method, we'll see that it returns Dalmatian. If we call the age method, we see that the age method returns the number 3. So that's pretty straightforward. Now, although every instance method always returns a particular value, methods can also do other things before they return the value. Let me demonstrate. Let's put a line of code before return Fido inside the name method, and we're going to say puts the name method has been called. Since we've changed the file, we have to reload this file. And now let's call the name method again. So here we could see that eventually the method does return the string Fido, but before it does so, it did something else. It printed to the terminal this other string saying that the name method has been called. We can actually stuff lots of lines of code into each method. Let's create a new variable called x. X equals 1, y equals 2, z equals x plus y, and then puts z. Let's load the file again, and let's call the name method again. And here we see that printed to the terminal, we have the name method has been called. We have the number 3, because that was z, which was the sum of x plus y. And then finally, the method actually returns this string of Fido as its return value. Were these lines of code useful? Absolutely not. However, these lines of code demonstrate that although methods return a value at the end, they can also accomplish other things before the method returns a value. These other things that a method accomplishes are known as side effects. That is, the side effects of calling this method is that all these other things got printed to the terminal. But at the end of the day, the string Fido is the return value of the method.